Hi, everyone. I am Reverend Amy Moses Lagos, and this is the story for all ages for Sunday, March 22nd. The story today is called The Little Purple Hen, and it is written by Reverend Joanna Fontaine Crawford. The little purple hen found a sack of wheat seed and rushed to tell her friends. "Look at all this seed I found," said the little purple hen. "Let's see if it's still good," said Pig. He examined it under a microscope and saw that most of the seeds were fresh and ready to be used. "You'll want some of my special fertilizer for that," said Cow. She hurried home to get some. "I love to plant," said Puppy, who was only 4 years old. "Can I help with that?" And Puppy and the little purple hen planted all the seeds that Pig had examined and found fresh. And then they added the fertilizer that Cow brought. Well, several weeks went by, and the seeds began to grow. The little purple hen planned on using Saturday to do her weeding. When she got outside that morning, she was shocked. There were no weeds. "That must be some fertilizer," she said. Just then, Farmer John wandered by. "Farmer John, all the weeds in my garden disappeared," said Little Purple Hen. Yep, they did," he laughed. "A cow and a pig and a puppy were over here yesterday, and they pulled them all up. Of course, I'm kind of an expert on weeds, so I showed them what to pull up and what to leave." "Thank you," said Little Purple Hen. As the weeks went by, the sun ripened the wheat until it was ready to harvest. The little purple hen got up early Saturday morning and went down to her garden. There was Farmer John with his nice plow, and Cow, Pig, and Puppy, and someone else. "This is my friend Cat," said Pig. "We're here to help with the harvest." "Nice to meet you, Cat," said Little Purple Hen. "Ooh, I love a good harvest," purred Cat. As they worked together, harvesting the wheat, they discussed getting the wheat ground into flour. "You know, I have a brother-in-law who owns a granary," said Cat. She called him up, and he said he'd be happy to let them use his grinding machine after hours. "I'll take it over there," said Farmer John. "Oh, we want to go with you," said the friends. So they all went over to the granary, and while the machine worked, they ate pizza. Cat's brother-in-law joined them and said, "You know, I have a friend who owns a bakery. He has big ovens. Maybe you could use them." "Wow," said Little Purple Hen. "I just planned on making one loaf of bread. But with all this grain we've harvested, and if we could use big ovens, we could make many loaves." A few days later, Little Purple Hen and Cow and Pig and Puppy and Farmer John and Cat's brother-in-law all met at the bakery of Cat's brother-in-law's friend, Horse. They mixed the dough and let it rise and baked it in the giant ovens. They kept doing this over and over. At the end of the day, they put the last loaves in the oven and counted all the loaves cooling on the counters. "And with those in the ovens, we'll have 267 loaves," said Pig. They all looked at each other in amazement. "Well, of course, we'll each take some of the bread," said Little Purple Hen. "But there's so much. What will we do with it all?" And Cow said, "I know of a homeless shelter that would love fresh bread." And Puppy said, "I know of a daycare program with kids that would love fresh bread." And Pig said, "I know of a food pantry with giant freezers, so they can freeze a lot of bread to eat later." So they all shared the bread, and they each took home several loaves and felt very rich indeed and very proud of themselves for all they had accomplished. And Little Purple Hen said, "Thank you." That's the end of our story. Thank you for listening.